Afternoon, boys. Afternoon. Yes, for sure. What you saying, bro? Jason, what's good? Jed, Siam, MH. Afternoon, boys. 5 jumping jacks for a like. You must be crazy. Hold on. Let me just get this in the other chat as well. But yeah, someone wanted to talk about GU and EU. We'll have a little discussion about that first. Full bearish day for it today. Again, we've had the dollar be quite strong, and for us, really why the dollar's doing great, because again, the exact same reason why gold's doing unreal is people don't really know what to put their money to. So safe havens are being favoured here, right? Gold's definitely being favoured. I mean, it's been up for the past, like, seriously up for the past, like, few weeks now. And now we're seeing the dollar really have that nice bullish momentum purely from uncertainty in the markets. So I feel like next we do need to, but I mean, at the end of the week, we're going to get some, well, I say at the end of the week, fucking tomorrow. But tomorrow we get real good news coming out of the US. Final GDP quarter to core and unemployment claims. What I was talking about with one of my members is that we really want to see how that comes out. Again, unemployment is still top priority for, like, sort of reason for either a cut, pause, or not, it won't be an increase of interest rates, that's for sure, but a hold or a cut. So there's potential no cuts, but again, I think most analysts are looking at still a 25 basis point cut of interest rates. But again, we can't need to look how unemployment. We've got NFP coming out next week as well. That's going to be really important. I'm sure we ain't got any expectations for that just yet. Unemployment will help us with how that is going. But yeah, next week we do have NFP. So we'll see how that comes out, and we'll see if that's bullish or bearish for the labour market over in the US. Because again, that helps. But I think at the moment, again, the market is really favouring safe havens, and we know that because, I mean, just look at the market. I mean, we're looking at US 10 years coming up, German 10 year, France, Italy. Only ones that haven't gone up today are the GB 10 year bonds and also the Japan 10 year bonds. Other than that, like, we are reaching for safe havens. I mean, I don't think let's have a look at the yen actually, because I know what am I doing, bro? It's right here. Yen's bearish as shit today. That safe haven is not being favoured. But it looks like we are pushing more towards the dollar than Japan, so there must be a reason why the yen is so weak. So again, UJ, but I mean, if we're looking at EJ, GJ, I would sort of say that we are looking a lot nicer on UJ positions, obviously just because that, I mean, getting in them is just a joke. Bank of Japan policy divergence. BOJ has been ultra cautious in interest rates, still the lowest among major economies. US Treasury is a function of a true safe haven that offer both liquidity and yield. Historically, yen flow spiked when global yields were closer together. Now yields are spread, make the yen less compelling as a hedge. As we can see, look at those bond yields. Look at that. Imagine getting 1.6% of your money back every year for 10 years. Bro, you might as well just have your money in your currency at that point. You might as well buy a fuckload of you might as well buy a fuckload of Japanese yen and then try to sell it like 10 years later. 1.6% a year. That's taking the piss. That is obviously why safe havens are massively favoured over in like US and UK. Some places in Europe. Obviously France and Italy is quite high. German yields are still quite low. Mates, could you explain your entry criteria and what needs to be met in order for you to enter a trade? Of course I can, bro. I just realised I missed bare fucking comments. Yes, Carl, what's good, bro? Tommy, what we saying, broski? Are you shorts, lad, from the for the 15-minute fair value gap if we invert it? Let's have a little look, man. Are you there, USD? What are we looking for? Sorry, we're looking for shorts. It's mad considering we've actually not come down a lot. I mean, it goes to show we've actually got a really strong Aussie dollar at the moment. I mean, not massively, but in terms of at the moment, we've actually had a decent Aussie dollar considering the dollar has been weak. So I think sells are best positions though, just because the dollar is stronger. This fair value gap still looks. I mean, we're actually trading inside of it. It's annoying because it is kind of late. I mean, I would say detail is probably your nicest bet. Again, I love the way you're using the 15-minute row at Friday high. I fucking love that. Fucking love that. But again, like price. I mean, if you was able to get an entry, really nice. Because again, if you was able to get one here, after getting that 15-minute trade through. I mean, you didn't even get that 15. Oh, you did here. So it could have been nice. And again, there was a possible. Did we actually come back into that? I don't think we did actually. Oh no, did we? Yeah. Okay, we tapped, but I mean, you know what spreads are like. But I don't know if we're just too late now at this point in the day. Because it looks like we are just gonna continue. A DTO is just nice entry though. I think a DTO is always a really nice entry if we're looking to continue one direction and we're not too far away from it and it makes sense. But yeah, bro, it's just is that the area you're talking about in terms of AU? Yes, remember what we're saying, Brody. So glad I jumped off this morning. So good for my psychology. Nothing. And to be fair, GU did end up coming to that low. Exactly. There was nothing this morning for us that we could really do. Again, ALG, we looked for a reversal of this low, but we saw the dollar was just too strong for PA today. And again, the main reason for that is just because of uncertainty within the markets. Right over my face. It's just straight uncertainty. And again, I want to just emphasize. I want to keep emphasizing this. I've spelt that poorly. Uncertainty. Maybe I may be retarded. But massive uncertainty in the market, Spurs. All right. And again, we favour those safe havens. I think it comes back to just knowing when to be in the markets and when not to be. Because when we are favouring safe havens, I mean, yes, we kind of do want to be buying dollar, but for example, right now we're kind of in sort of conflicting times, right? Because we're looking at a weak dollar because of various reasons, but then again, we're looking at a strong dollar for the more sort of geopolitical reasons. So it's difficult, man. So it's not the best time to be in the markets, even though we are seeing GU and EU distribute and stuff like that to the downside. That is, it's just not the best because obviously, like the main. Yeah, it's difficult, man. I think right now we are just favouring safe haven, so we might see a bit of a strong dollar for a little bit. And again, maybe up until we have these news events come out, because we do need to. I mean, we didn't have anything really the start of this week, have we, coming out from the dollar? No, nothing today. Yesterday we had flash manufacturing, which actually didn't come out great for the dollar. That's something to bear in mind. Manufacturing was at 50. I mean, it was way worse for the pound, to be fair, but it was way worse for the pound. That's it, man. Not a clear narrative. Oh, I just spat everywhere. But yeah, that's it, man. Just not a clear narrative. Just not a clear narrative at all. Yeah, I mean, previous was 5.3 on manufacturing PMI. It was expected to drop by 0.8, drop by a whole percent. When I say whole percent, it's not fucking percent, but drop by a whole point. Services, previous 54.5 is expected to come out and drop by 0.5. Dropped by 0.6. So again, sort of still actually doing worse than expectations. So, but it doesn't matter because we're still focusing on that labour side of the economy. So at the moment, PMI doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter if it comes out bearish for the dollar because it's not really what we're looking at in terms of a real effect of interest rates. So that's why, like I keep saying, Thursday is going to be a good day. GDP again. Always going to be big news, quarter to quarter. If that comes out lower, that's obviously not great for the US. We know that the UK don't have good growth at the moment. So if the US do have good growth, then you do see there is a divergence there. And it is a little bit more stronger for the euro, for the dollar. But then again, after that, it just depends on the labour, because that's the most fucking important. Most important. But it's good you did jump off. GTA continuations potentially. I'm assuming you're looking for those continuation of the buys. Yeah, it's sort of in the same. I mean, we're at the Friday high, so in terms of just buying now, it's going to be difficult. Considering we've actually started to move into that big Asia session that we had Monday, was it? Oh no, last Friday. We've started to move into these high time frame areas now to the left, so a nice retracement up as well, bro. Is there a 4 out? Is there a daily? Okay, so maybe we've looked for the fill with this daily. We don't have CRT of that low candle. Is that an equal low, or did we sweep? I think we did sweep. Looks like a sweep to me. It's like a tiny little sweep. So realistically, we can look at GJ CRT towards this bearish candle, and I like that. Why do I like that? Because again, we're looking at one, it's a big volume candle, and two, it's a bearish candle in a bullish scenario, which I love. These like sort of contradicting CRT candles for me are perfect, especially aligning with the bias. So nice CRT at that low. Kind of actually invalidates it though because of this next wick, to be brutally honest. That kind of does invalidate it. But we'll see if we do come up to this high. But again, low volume, big candle, we love this. This is a nice inducement of bearish liquidity, which is exactly what we need in a bullish market. If we want to buy, we're going to have to fucking have sellers, right? That's the whole sort of point in the manipulation within this sort of this daily to 4 hour range we're in. But yeah, in a really important area, I'd say. We're at Friday higher, so for continuations up, it's going to be hard, right? Looks 15 minutes, especially we can see if we have any trade throughs. If we do get any 15-minute trade throughs, obviously we can start writing it off. We haven't yet, so we'll see. Keep a watch, keep your eyes on that current range on GJ. Keep your eyes on that, bro. Let me know if it changes, and we'll come back to it. EG buys his 4 hour CRT forms. We're still in EJ buys from Lou's live. Nice. Oh yeah, Lou told me about those. Let me get on my chart. He did send it into the signals thing, didn't he? Yeah, he did. Lovely. Again, just a little bit painful just because of the markets at the moment, but still fucking very nice trade. We kind of hella zoomed out. What time frame are we on? 1 minute time frame. Yeah, it's bare nice, man. And we are kind of still looking for that bearish yen, bearing in mind. What was the stop on that? Was it like rounded up to 3 maybe? I think so. Was it this? Was it something like this? I think it was something like this. That is nasty. Yeah, it's running beautifully at the moment. Is this it? What's the 5? Is that the same? Is it the same? Yeah. Yeah. Had a massive retracement near enough back to break even. Whoever has like a really hard time checking their prostate would have got out at this point. This could have been really peak for some. If you got out though, man, I can't. This the exact same thing I'll tell you, man. Stop loss or TP. Either or, man. Just fucking either or. Sometimes trades can be painful to stay in, man. But again, the way to actually better your psychology is stay in. Regardless, doesn't matter about the outcome. It's just the actual. It's the actual. What's the word I'm trying to find? It's the principle of staying in the trades all the time and getting used to staying in trades, regardless if it's efficient, not efficient. Obviously, you'd prefer an efficient trade. It's gonna be less shit. You're gonna think. But at the end of the day, man, you're gonna have both scenarios play out. So you're better off sucking it up, bruv, and just getting on with it. Just holding that bitch. Let's be honest, you're gonna keep going on your MT anyway, so just keep doing it. It doesn't fucking matter, but just don't close it. Keep it open. Keep your anal. Keep yourself tucked in is what I'd say to you. Keep yourself all tucked in and all nice. None of one we literally none of one which should come off of page 1. Sorry, MH, what are we talking about, Riv? Come from H. Are you sure? Oh, sorry, do a different one. Send me on Discord, bro. Send me on Discord. Fucking hell, see you later. Is that the wrong one? Was I on FXM? Oh, what a dickhead. Yeah, send me on Discord, bro. Do it to me now. Much easier. But yeah, let's go through how I end. Again, let me just go. I mean, I literally just done a case study on this trade, but I might as well do it again on live. Let's just do it again on live, because I've still got it marked up, to be fair. But this is pretty much how I enter my trades, right? This is a textbook MMFX trade, if you may. So first of all, before I get into actually any trades or anything, I just want to go over sort of my list that I need. I need 3 things mainly. My main 3 things, right? I need bias. Oh, sorry, I write like an 11-year-old girl with polio, but bias. That's a bit better, but actually seems a bit gay. Why do I do B's? They're gay, but cool but gay. Whereas my face is plainly the way there. First thing I need is bias, right? And I'm talking higher time frame. And I'm really talking, not really lower time frame, really. I'm just talking higher time frame. And that could consist of CRT, that could just be structure, or something on a higher time frame that is give me the indication we're moving alongside our bias, right? And our main bias we're looking at is fundamentals. So the second one is understanding where the markets are at. Where are we going? Is the currency bullish? Is it bearish in comparison to a different one? I mean, at the end of the day, boys, we're buying or selling. So when we're even just talking about the standard of premium and discount, is literally just we wanna buy because something is strong against something that is weak, right? Because it only makes sense. That's where you're gonna get the most efficient and the most biggest moves. So next one for me would be premium and discount. Premium discount. Number 4. And again, the most important. The actual ALG. I did Asia, well, mainly Asia range, but we'll just call it the ALG. But these are the 4 main things I really need to really, for my plan to work. I need all these 4 things. Not necessarily, oh wait, where is, let me look at my notes actually. I think I've got my notes from that day as well. Again, fundamentally speaking, we knew we were strong on the dollar this day. We was looking at the cut of interest rates, so we knew that dollar was weak. So their fundamental buyers, we're looking at a weak dollar. So we're looking for buyers on GU essentially. So that's our higher time frame bias in terms of fundamentals. I don't actually have my notes in that book. But that's our bias in terms of fundamentals. Obviously, so that's one higher time frame bias in terms of fundamentals. Tick. Lovely. And now we just want bias, right? We just want normal technical bias, not from a fundamental standpoint, just literally from technicals. And again, just looking at the fucking chart, we're strong as shit. Not only that, it's obviously we just completed monthly CRT, so we know we are still strong. Well, we're about to come and complete that monthly CRT. It was the daily we completed, but we're coming to complete that monthly. So higher time frame in terms of our higher time frame bias. Our bias in terms of our higher time frame is on. Perfect. 2 things already without even setting out. Again, let's just assume it's like 7:30 in the fucking morning or 7 o'clock in the morning. We know those 2 things now. Perfect. So now I'm just eliminating the reason to sell, right? I'm just eliminating all the reasons to sell. I'm not really saying I want to buy, but I'm just giving myself more reasons why a position would be better, because I'm not seeing any reason why I should sell. Why? We're high. We're still coming up to higher time frame TPs in terms of like CRT and stuff. Not TPs, but actual main focuses of a reach. And then we're looking at... I completely lost my train of thought. So yeah, the higher time frame bias. Bro, I completely lost my train of thought. What the fuck was I saying? Let me go on YouTube, so hopefully I can catch it. Hopefully I can catch it quick. Quick. No. Where is it? Fuck! Main focuses of a reach. Setting out again. Let's just assume it's like 7:30. Okay, perfect. No, that's where I'm at. So we got our higher time frame bias. We got our fundamentals. That's just before our trade. This is why we get up early. This is why we trade before 7 a.m. because we want to understand where we are, what positions we want, and what we're really going to start to aim for. So GU, we knew what we really wanted to aim for at that point. So let's actually go back in the morning so we can actually see that firsthand. No, I want to go back a bit more here. There we go. Let's go back to 7:30. So there are two things. Now next we want like sort of the morning of to play out. So we want the Asia liquidity for 1. That's exactly where my face is. We want the Asia range to do pretty much accumulation, which is exactly what we got, of course. And then we want that premium / discount. So obviously because we're buying, we're looking for price to be in a discount. We don't really give a fuck about the premium. That's where we want price to come to. And again, really standard day. I mean, this is what I really liked about this Wednesday as well. It's because we had that distribution through Thursday, so it really gave us through Tuesday, which really gave us a really decent understanding of where price wants to go. So we're continuing from previous day movement with the same bias, with fundamentals coming out the day off. Again, the news was coming out about 7 p.m. this day. So after we eliminated any thoughts of selling, again, we want to come for the discount area. We want to see price 1 take Asia's low, which we can see is done here, and then 2 come for that Friday 50. So the first thing done, obviously, took that low. Still need to go forward a little bit. Let's get this all off. Let's get this shit naked, if you may. Let's play it out. We're looking for a 5-minute trade through here. We had a 5-minute trade through, but again, I don't just look for an IFEG. I look for the fair value gap that forms after, right? So I look for essentially one here. We've not had one, so I'm not really looking to buy just yet. I haven't had my formation form. And again, the reason why I do that, and I was speaking to Clips about this earlier, and this is why I really like using that fair value gap after the IFEG, is because it almost confirms to you that price is going to move. I've seen so many times where, for example, here we've traded through. Obviously not a significant trade through, but by default we've traded through, right? And wanting to see, and not having a fair value gap here, this like 9 times out of 10 does fail. And you will see price continue a bit longer. So pretty much what we want to do is continue to wait until we get a trade through with a fair value gap inside of it, pretty much. Now we've got another 5-minute we can look to trade through here. So this was kind of a long, tedious morning at this point, right? It was kind of long. It was long. But again, like what I said earlier, your trades are either going to be efficient or not efficient. And this was a fucking non-efficient one. Exactly what some people are in on today on GJ. And again, we're looking for a 5-minute fair value. We haven't got one. So again, we're still not looking to get in, even though we did close above. So we're still waiting, patiently fucking waiting for this to occur. But at this point as well, this black line here signals that we're at the Friday 50. So this is us now in our discount area. So now we are really looking to actually get into positions. The reason why we was looking previous for fair values here, because if we did, then we would have seen a breakdown of the setup, and I pretty much wouldn't be looking for the trade. I would be looking to just not get in, blatantly, just because we're not in that discount area. And obviously, because we waited a bit longer, get off my chart, we started to see another 5-minute form. And now we're pretty much looking for a trade through here. Now this is when we had the trade through, and again we come back into this fair value that we had here, and this is where he's looking to buy off of. Again, very similar entry, but for me, a confirmation of having a fair value here just tells me that we've got a lot more volume coming into the market, and we are favouring a nice larger move. Again, look at this 3 candle formation we had here, which actually gave us a nice fair value compared to these previous ones here that didn't give us a fair value. Nice wiki highs, whatever. Just a bit of candle characteristics for you. Here we look lovely because of that fair value. It gives me that, it makes me feel way braver going into a trade personally when I've got that. And again, we come down, field, whatever, and then we obviously started to move to the upside. Very painful fucking trade, but we started to move to the upside. Trade was obviously on that 5-minute fair value. That is pretty much how I set up for my trades. That's pretty much how my trades plan out. Sorry, I've completely forgot how painful it really was. And then we TP later on in the day about 2:30. Wasn't it about 2:30? Yeah, 2:45. Pretty much just like that, brother. Just like that. But I did just do a video on that, and obviously deep dived into a few other points I wanted to make on pretty much how to stay into those trades and how to keep patient. And that's because obviously here there's loads of lessons that there's so much shit I've learned in the past which actually made me have a successful trade here. And there was so many like if I was like 3 years ago, this trade I would have lost or probably had FOMO at some point and probably been stopped out a few times. Maybe got the trade in the end, but maybe had FOMO and got stopped twice. Is again having the patience within this scenario here to allow price to come to that discount area and also give you that 5-minute fair value. If you do look for the fair value after and you don't see it, but you obviously see a trade through and you're like, oh my god, I want to get in, I don't want to miss the trade. That is again something I would have used to done, and then bro, I would have lost what, once, twice, and then I would have got the trade. So it would have been a painful morning, and maybe you placed the one and then after the second one you lost, you probably be like, bro, I can't place another one. And by that point, it's gone up. Again, just pure manipulation in the market. And again, one way I'd look to avoid it is just look at that 5-minute after the IVG. And it, honestly, it works a fucking treat. Put it that way. I'm going to have to just clear it off my chart now. I don't really want to look at that trade anymore. Kind of bored of talking about it already. Oh, we wanted that. But yeah, that's pretty much a textbook MMFX trade, if you may. Nothing like what we're getting today. Not even an accumulation through Asia. So we got told at 7 AM we're pretty much going to continue to move down, and we're still breaking these high time frame levels. Bearing in mind, so you can see price continuing down by the looks of things. Doo-doo. What do I think about gold? Just bullish, bro. To be brutally honest, in terms of technical, I haven't really looked at it for a position or anything, but it's a bit difficult to get in. You can tell by the fucking chart, right? But we've been really strong for a good amount of time now. I mean, we're looking at a bit sort of a bit of historics there, but it looks like we're in a 21st century gold rush. That's what I've been saying for the last few like days, because that's exactly what we're getting. We're just getting gold pushing and pushing and pushing. And it's getting more and more reasons why it's getting stronger. We've not seen a big movement in the last couple of days, but again, I'm sure we can see price distro and start aiming for sort of recent highs like this, sort of the 4 hours. But I'll say longs, bro, to be brutally honest. I mean, look, this is probably a good position. You can actually jump in here. Looking at it. Trade through the 15-minute. We saw price come back to the 15-minute fair value, just below that prior day. And you would long yourself straight off that motherfucker. That position looks tasty. And again, same for those 4 hour highs, man. We know gold's strong. We know why it's strong. I mean, you should really see it continue. I mean, we're not seeing a massive day because obviously we've seen dollar be quite strong, which has sort of contradicted the gold price a little. Obviously, when we do trade gold, we are trading it against the US dollar, so that's what kind of makes it a bit difficult today. I say difficult. I mean, we still had a decent bullish day, but the dollar's just been somewhat strong. So we've not had like days like we've had where it's been somewhat fucking impossible to get in. But again, GU buyers, real nice positions. I'd say if you want to be in anything, it's the longs. Just blatantly because you're going to be on the wrong side of the market, and you don't want to get caught on the wrong side, especially on gold. Because it's a shit time. It's a shit time. Want to wait for the 4 hour CRT confirmation. What an EG was that? EG buyers. Yeah, so we still really got to come and take that. Come take that high. Makes sense. I mean, we're there. We're there already. We just need to come for that EG high. I think that 4 hour CRT is perfect for us. We've been respecting the 4 hour CRT previous as well, but we would be looking at somewhat like this, something like this. I would say the pound's pretty weak as well, personally. I wouldn't say strong by any means. We'll see how we trade. We've come above the Friday 50 now, which isn't the tastiest. But yeah, 4 hours already telling us that we should be going to the upside, right? We closed above this candle's low after sweep, and then we just want to come and see that high. Dollar's up 0.65% for the day, man. Holy shit. Holy shit. This trade did get my nerves. Not gonna lie, I had to clean the AEC just to forget about it. Yeah, man. I'll be real. It was a painful one, man. It was painful, but at the end of the day, man, we're gonna get trades like that. The market at the moment isn't gonna bless us with an easy trade that we can get in and get out. The only safe way to BE is to close 50% of your position at 1 eye, and if your stop loss is hit, then it's just BE. Never actually move stop loss to entry. Yeah, or that way. But I mean, even still, I would say that's for more like swing traders anyway. Like if you're aiming for like 30, 40 pips, like you shouldn't really be putting stop loss break even, because that's like a daily move, intraday move that you should really be able to catch. But if you're going for like a nice, like a more of a swing, then I think it makes sense to sort of do sort of that type of shit there. Do you know what I mean? Completely forgot I made this coffee. Completely forgot about it. How was golf? Mehmet, fuck off or you get beaten to death. Probably shouldn't fucking say that. Holy shit. It didn't go well, mate. Not by any means. Not by any means. Yeah, it weren't good. Fuming. Shadow really started to piss me off as well, man. There was about, 2 groups of old fellas. So one in front of us and then one in front of them. They didn't have a buggy or nothing. They was just generally walking with their bags, taking absolutely fucking ages, bruv. That started pissing me off more, man. Could have got an AM yesterday. All my batteries dead on my bars. Wait, where's my batteries? Where's my battery? Where's my battery? To answer your annoying fucking question, Mehmet, it went shit, mate. Could I keep it short and sweet? It was fucking shit. Well, you know, when there's a will, there's a way, mate. And is my camera gonna come make it on? There we go. Oh wow, now I've got to cut it again, bro. If you got to cut, that's actually jarring. I'm gonna have to do it after. But yeah, mate, went fucking shit. Fuck you for asking as well. Fuck you for asking. I've got a limited Pride at 50 on that one EG. Let's have a look at EJ trade. I'm gonna go back to EJ trade. That's fucking bare nice. Actually, a bare nice trade. Who actually got in this? Who was able to get in this? This one was, I'm assuming, on Lose Live. And also, all these trades, by the way, boys, are sent into Signals chat. So if you miss any of the streams, you don't only get all the signals in the chat, you also get all the ones that Lou bangs on from London Stream. This looks tasty, man. What else was we just looking at? EG, that's it. EG. We're coming up quite quick, aren't we? Well, you sort of trying to enter back off this sort of order block here on the 5. Hopefully we see price come back down, but that 4-hour CRT looks tasty. Again, we still just need to commentate that higher. We've already completed sort of the first objective for the CRT, which is close above this low while after wicking, which we have. So now we need to come for this candle higher. That's the next step. in a process. Yeah, EG 4 hours, mainly what we're looking at. I mean, we're still bullish. And again, something else I like, I'm going to say it again. A bearish candle in a bullish scenario. These CRT candles make my ball shift. Like, honestly, make my ball, like, produce semen way quicker. Like, it's insane. CRT with the bearish candles in a bullish scenario, or a bullish candle in a bearish scenario are perfect. That's why I really like the look of EG. And I really, what was we looking at on? Was it EJ? No. What was that really bearish candle we had? Was it a daily on GU? Oh, brilliant! I thought I did that photo finish. My camera's actually dead. We'll keep it as that then. We'll keep it as that. Oh, I better charge that then. Don't actually have my plug. I'll leave it like that for a sec. But yeah, the CRT looks tasty. At least we've got a photo finish on there. Perfect. What was it? Was it yen? Okay, we're doing JPY, but what was the other? We had a bullish scenario on. What was it, man? It was it? No, it wasn't EG. Just had that on. It wasn't EJ. GJ. Oh, I don't even know. You know, I can't actually remember what it is. That looks really nice. GJ looks really nice to start coming down though. To be fair, we've actually just started the CLT as well. A bullish candle in a bearish scenario. Absolutely perfect. Talking to me. Yeah, nice. I like the look of the EG, to be fair. Again, hopefully he doesn't just run off without us. I would say the euro is stronger than the pound as well. I mean, the recent pound news wasn't great. I mean, we had GDP's not looking amazing. Services come out dreadful yesterday. I mean, what else? I mean, UK is just a fucking shit country. Really comes down to it. Yes, Aaron, what's good, man? It's almost TP'd. It's doing decent. We've still got a few pippage memento to occur. Still got a 10 pip move, but it looks nice. Again, it's already survived that sort of retracement that we was in. And this is a bullish retracement anyway. So again, perfect for price. Your bum always going to tighten as tight as an anal could possibly get, but you're still going to be in the trade. You're still going to be moving up nice. We might get another retracement and then move up. It's just the type of trades we've been getting recently, man. Like what I just showed you of EG. Afternoon. Oh, you boys have no clue. I could have got butt naked and sitting here instead. Your man wouldn't have a fucking clue. Bro, I literally could be butt nude right now. Bro, imagine the camera just turns on, I actually am butt nude. That would be weird. This is like your G, yeah, mate, it's bang on like the GU trade the other day. Like, bang on. I mean, it was literally a week ago, so it looks like we're getting the same, like, weekly schematic we've been getting for the last few weeks. But it looks like Wednesday, Thursday have been the real days of trades these last few weeks. Yeah, but I'm just gooning. So weird how the word goons turned to what it is now. Like, you can't really call someone a goon anymore. It doesn't really, like, it feels like the word's got a complete new meaning. Camera turns on your butt nude, don't worry. Dreams could come through if you were. You'll see a VG comes back down. Looks like it definitely could, man. I want to keep loose trading next. That's actually really nice. I want to see if it, because again, it is bare like the GU trade, but if you're someone who's got a bit of bottle, again, you're getting rewarded. It's one of those trades, right? You get rewarded if you do stay in. I remember Goons from Lego Batman 1. Yes, bro. Oh my god, man. I wasn't even thinking of that, bruv. Was not thinking about that at all. Bro, them games used to be bare fun, man. Lego Batman and all them. What fair play, Lego, for releasing those, man. You made my childhood pretty decent with those games. Fair play. Fair play. No, I remember, like, if you call... I don't even know what goon used to be, but you used to just call someone a goon. I actually never used to know what it used to mean, to be fair. But you used to just call someone a goon, like an idiot sort of thing. But I was like, you a goon? Do you a goon? How's it changed then? Like, how's that... weird how shit changes, man. Lego games goated. Nah, for real, man. No capity. No cap. Come on, EJ. Get yourself up there, sunshine. Stop fucking about. Pissing about and all that game. It is so like the G trade last Wednesday, though. So like it. It's almost a joke. It's a painful one. It is bloody painful. Goon like idiot or Macy's goons like you work or something like gang workers law. Oh yeah, it must just be like a little criminal, isn't it? A goon. Like a little fucking... a little goon. Little criminal. But now it's turned into wanking. Like, what's even the need for the word? There's literally already a word for it. It's just wanking. There's literally already a word for it. It's actually probably... or just masturbating. There's actually a few words for it already. What is the need to turn the word goon to that meaning? It's just... it's obscene. It's obscene. Is wanking a word? I don't know if there's actually a word. So. Words like fuck and shit and that, they actually like count. Do they count as, actually count as words though? Like, are they in a dictionary? Boss and his goons. Goons like a minion. Boss and his goons. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's sort of innocent. Well, I mean, it's not innocent, but it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, it kind of is sort of innocent. No, but it's not. It's not innocent. It's, you know what I mean? It's not like sexual. But why the fuck? Well, what's the need to change that word to that, man? It's just fucking weird. Yes, wait. Richesse goons. They're in a dictionary. What fucking shit, man. As a kid, I would have found that bare funny. I probably would to this day, to be fair. What? Just look at the day we've had in the dollar. Absolute scenes from the US today. Scenes. Stocks doing as well. Was I mean, we're seeing US 30 again just have sort of modest growth. But NAS 100 we're still seeing doing really well. The cut of interest rates has really helped that sector, that tech sector. S&P's down a bit. I say a bit, 0.5%, it's quite a lot. Yeah, like gooners as well. Like, it's just completely ruined the word gooners. Like, completely ruined it for Arsenal fans, really. Who do you support? Oh, I'm a gooner. How the words of that, bro? Like, who decided that that's now going to be that meaning for that word? Type shit. Let's go back to EG. Yeah, we're coming a lot closer now. What, are you off the Friday 50 pretty much? Are you bang off the Friday 50? The Arsenal women's bus is gay gooners. Yeah, I saw that, bruv. What the fuck is that about? Yeah, I saw that video on Instagram. Oh, right, so just above the Friday then. We'll have a look how it goes. Right, come on, AJ, get yourself back up there, sunshine. Yeah, my camera died. My camera died, and both batteries are dead. I thought I was charging the other one, but it's not actually plugged in. So I thought I'd do a sort of a picturesque finish. So instead of there being no camera, you were able to see my face stuck in some way. I'm joking. There's actually me in real time. I was just doing a silly face, and the wind changed, and it just stuck like that. This is that. I'm still talking. I'm just stuck in this face. This is even more painful as well because we're coming into like the times. Oh no, actually no. We still got a bit of time really for it to be sent. But again, it's just fucking painful. One of those trades, you just want to get out of it. You know, you just want to get out of the thing. But again, everything else is fully distributed. EG's coming a bit more to entry now, which is lovely. Nans are so cheeky, bro, because I bare fell for that for a good handful of years as well. I kind of thought that's how, like, crippled people become crippled. I've genuinely thought that for, like, a good few years. But this is why sometimes those lessons aren't good. The wind changes, you'll stay like that. It's a myth, Nan. It's a fucking myth. Apex and a BTC. What is it, a longie? Let's have a little look. Let's have a look at this motherfucker. Is he on the 1 hour? Is it on bylines? I'm assuming it's just entry off this candle then, right? These are the two current signals trade, boys. Two current signal trades. The Bitcoin one, and this is the EJ one from the live positions. Fucking cracking day, boys. Cracking day. No, yeah, Apex's crypto positions are unreal. I'll be real, they are very good. I don't trade them. I don't trade crypto, but like I get people texting me like monthly in there that they're actually doing quite decent with their crypto portfolio. Not like people just literally just going into the trades and then buying what he's going into. Not necessarily like again like looking for a proper position like for your forex signals and stuff. Just generally just trying to get their portfolio, just trying to expand their portfolio a little bit, and it's working nicely. So he's got some good positions, man. I like him. He's great. He is great. Man, maybe like 13% in 2 weeks. Yeah, lovely. Fucking lovely. Oh, did I just move that, bro? I didn't want to move that to CRT. Looks like we're not going to come for that CRT then on GU. Looks like we are just collapsing. Still continuing to the downside. DXY is pretty much 0.7% up for the day. Holy shit. Like, genuinely holy shit. Come up really fucking high. Let's see if there's any higher points we can come to. I mean, we've got an unmitigated wick on that. Oh, no, we don't. That's a lie. I don't know, man. It looks. I don't know any areas that we're really coming for. We've taken highs. We took prior week high, which we already actually took. And we've taken those highs that we took from those prior week highs. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's a weird one. I don't really know where we can really move from here, to be honest. But I'll cook the account myself. He's got some great positions. Great positions. And again, the good thing is about crypto is I feel like you can just get in at any point and then just set your TP when you're in. Because I feel like it's one of those ones where like entry doesn't matter as long as you just get in, because you're risking more, obviously, because you're not trading with prop firms. You're mainly trading with 100% risk. So I feel like you can, one, you risk more, and two, I feel like entry doesn't massively matter, just because you've got. The reason why we use stop losses is just because we don't have 100% of our risk. I feel like if you could, obviously, I'm not saying if you're trading Forex on a personal account you shouldn't use a stop loss. I'm just saying in terms of crypto, if you're using 100% of your balance, I feel like you don't need a stop loss, realistically. You just need a TP, take out your trade if it's broke, set up. I mean, you can have a stop loss, I guess. I'm still not talking to you after you creased me on loose stream. Wait, what? What happened? Creased you? Is that like a gay thing I just don't know about? Sounds like a gay thing. Is that a gay thing? No, I need Val, but it was a while ago and I was trying to trade on the same account. I fucked the thing. Does anyone use like crypto prop firms? I've never used one. I kind of want to get one just for the sake of it and just place thingy trades and see how it gets on. Oh, that's you, Michael, bruv. Come on, broski. Welcome to the Clizzo. The Clizzo. What's your name on there? Oh, am I an idiot? Yeah. He's like, he's actually used your second name. Still coming up as well, 0.7. They're talking about a leverage crypto trade, mate, so it'll be similar to. Oh, okay. Got you. Got you, brother. What's your bias on EU weekly, on the weekly at the moment? Oh, weekly, it's a good question. Again, I mean, even just looking from the weekly perspective, we're still bullish, right? Do we have CRT? Yes, we have CRT to the downside, so we could see a nice shift to the downside in the next coming week. Again, we're still really looking at the bullish dollar until we have further information. So we're looking for EU and G look like they just want to come down at the moment, to be brutally honest. Makes sense in terms of the weekly CRT. Long term, I'm not really looking at massively. Really looking to short it, but again, I feel like at the moment, because we are favouring safe havens, it only makes sense that the dollar starts to become a bit more bullish again. We've had last bits of data come out of the US were really strong, quite weak out of the EU and quite weak out of the UK. So I think it makes sense that EU and GU, from like a weekly perspective, from now to the end of the week, will go down. to be honest. Mace, would you continue to hold EJ? EJ seems to be struggling to break the highs. Bro, honestly, for me, stay in. Like stay in. Just stay. For me, it's stop loss or TP, bro. I'll be so real. Only time I would close if it gets to about like 5 p.m. and it's just no volume in the market. It's 5 p.m. Then it makes sense. But like, bro, honestly, for me, it's stop loss or TP unless there's low volume. Do you know what I mean? Or there's news coming up. And when it's low volume, I'm talking like when the UK market's actually got out. Because think about it, especially if you're trading EJ, the whole European market's going to be out in the markets, and so's the. I mean, probably not the Asians from the Asia market. But for me, bro, stop loss or TP. But yeah, no, that's it. C stroke. What are you looking at on EU? Are you looking at Simmer? Does he not take you? I mean, that's EG for you, man. No way. Oh, that's so jarring how that's not touch you in. That is so annoying. Oh, he goes taking a shot. I'll be real. There's probably like you can use most decks at those trophies. To be honest with you, bro. I feel like at your trophies, it's just all about how good you actually are. I feel like cards kind of matter, obviously. But everyone around those trophies will just be shit. So as long as you can just place cards better, placement's probably everything. I don't even remember what fucking characters were at that trophy. That's so unlucky. That's EG for you though, man. That's why you've always got to pop a little bit more into entry when it actually comes to placing it, which is kind of annoying. DXY just continuing. It's not even falling at all. But yeah, Fletcher, I understand how it is difficult being in a trade like EJ. It's painful. If you feel most comfortable closing it, bro, like by all means. But obviously, for me and like my training plan, like it's a different story. For me, it's stop loss or TP, unless we're just in the trade for fucking ages. Again, I'm an intraday trader, so it doesn't make sense for me to be in a trade any longer than a day. Do you know what I mean? In terms of like a day of trading from the UK. I'll give you my login. Can farm it for me. Give me a login, Michael. I'll farm it. EJ's running really nice though. Again, like this is what I'm saying. Like we're still EJ's nice. I think it makes sense for EJ to come up. That's why I'm saying like don't come out of it. This is a signal from Stube off the DTO trust. The DTO god we call him. He's literally God. No, you're in 1400 now. That's all right, Michael. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, Fletch, I know, man. It's annoying. It's so annoying. So annoying. He's a COE DTO, trust me. Trust me. Mate, you should believe in God, I do, brother. I got in on EU short, 1.17678, stop loss. Let's have a little look. Regular retest. I do not hate the EU shorts. Fuck it, I'm off. Yeah, that's so peak with VG. I'll be so honest, that's so peak. Right, oh, sorry, can you man hear that? Sorry, no, I'm bare fucking around with this bag, innit? That's ADHD for you. Let's put that the fuck down. I was actually wanking. Not gonna lie, I was actually touching my balls. That's how you wank, bro. Sweet Vish, my brother. I'll see you on pre-Lundizzy. What's your position of? Where are you actually looking for the trade-off? Sorry. Oh, you're already in. You're already in. Nice. Real nice. Sweet, man. Oh, sorry. I thought you was gone. Oh. Man, brother. Yeah, we kind of. I mean, yeah, it's calm. That's sweet. I mean, we just don't really have that much volume anyway at the moment. It's by the fucking looks of it, like at all. Yeah, right. Let's go back on EG. See if, I mean, EG looks like it's coming back down. To be fair, I mean, Vish is already gone, but looks like he's somewhat coming back down. 5-minute break and retest. Oh, what an EU? Yeah, nice. Real nice. Real nice, brother. I want to see why we're so weak for the yen, though. I mean, it's more of the divergence of that. Yeah, so we got a so we got a decently strong dollar. What is it saying here? 3% banks, lovely. Well, you closed a bit of the position, or have you TP now? The US Fed appears cautious about current rates too soon. If its future rate cuts diminish, the dollar becomes more attractive relative to currencies in economies that might be easing more aggressively. If other economies, Europe, UK, etc., show signs of weakness or slower growth, their currency weaker, making the dollar look strong in comparison, obviously. It's not wrong to know. Sticky or slow to fall inflation in the US might delay aggressive rate cuts, keeping US interest rates relatively attractive. Again, flight to safety, so safe havens could push more demand for the dollar if uncertainty increases, which obviously increased quite a lot. Fiscal support, if US fiscal and monetary stance remains supportive relative to others, that can sustain strength. Argument for potential weakening, rate cut by the Fed, recovery in some other countries, dollar over-evaluation and reversion of a period of strength. Dollar could correct or retreat. Global capital flows, investors might reduce dollar exposure to diversify. So we still look quite strong. Again, we are sort of more data dependent on these markets at the moment. We really want to start seeing price really give us what we want here. No, fundamentals ready to give us our data here. Yeah, the bullishness is all from the dollar. Not directly from the economy, but realistically just because of the uncertainty in the markets, right? The same reason why gold's going up. There's so many geopolitical things going on around the world that is causing the dollar to be strong due to it being a safe haven. So it's really supporting that dollar. Not only that, there's potential talks around they're not aggressively cutting rates for a cut system. So that has obviously made the dollar a bit more favourable. It's pushed the bond yields up, which has obviously caused a bit more of a strength with the pound, a little bit more favouring because of the high interest rates that they're having. It doesn't seem like they're easing the monetary policy. Yeah, trust. Why is it distributing? For that exact reason, bro. Just the strength between the dollar and other currencies is mad right now. It's crazy. But yeah, the exact same reason why we're seeing bond yields do well, and the exact reason why we're seeing yeah, defo. Do we change our bias? That's what I'm saying. That's why you kind of want to wait on some more data this week, because if Labour comes out weak in terms of unemployment claims and GDP comes out weak, then we'll probably be looking at continuing that bearish outlook on the dollar, because again, in comparison, it would be no growth. Because the bad thing coming out of the pound at the moment, or the UK I should say, is the way our growth is back to zero, so we're having poor growth at the moment, month to month. So yeah, again, it's gonna be key to see how the labour market comes out at the end of the week, and the same for GDP. Well, I keep saying end of the week. It's fucking tomorrow. But yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, my Asia time's 1 to 7. Asia session is 1 to 6. But I have 1 to 7 marked out just so I psychologically look at the chart and I think, right, cool. So in this orange range, I'm not wanting to place a trade pretty much. I trade 7 till 10 is when I have my trades placed. So for me, it helps psychologically because I can't enter whilst I'm in this green zone. It's a no-go. 7 a.m, that's when we start having a European session opening. 8 o'clock, we have BOE open around here. So we see volume coming into the markets. EG's looking really nice. EJ's moving really nice as well. We're moving good. We're moving good. We're moving sweet here, mate. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Well, what was that for, H2? So easy bearish on EG. Everyone's going to go higher, yeah. What, in terms of the dollar we're talking about? But yeah, we should see EG now distribute to the high if we actually start getting fully. I mean, it's gone past 2:30 now, so we should have a bit of US bullishness coming in. So hopefully that dollar becomes a bit more stronger, pushing that yen down even more. If today closes below Monday's close with a daily chalk, yeah, and then we started to see again. I think we're going to be bearish until tomorrow's news, and then that's going to dictate if we're going to continue bearish or if we're going to start being bullish again, which we was sort of last week. Confirming that's key. Again, I don't think there's any rush because it is the last week of September and it is so next week we're looking at the first week of October. But we are going into Q3 starting next month. Sorry, Q4, not Q3. Fucking hell. But yeah, we're the last quarter of the year in a week's time. It's quite important. Q4 is not always the best. I think the start of Q4 is really good. October, November seems to be nice. December's never the best, really, if I'm being honest. But we'll see. We will see. I'll be honest, I'm going to jump off as well, man. This EJ is as boring as last week. I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, boys, I'm gonna jump off. Love you, man. Take care. Be back tomorrow. We said this EJ does. I'll update you boys in Discord. Update that signals chat. We see how EG does as well. That's running pretty nice.